transition vegans, you're mourning, unaliving innocent pigs, as if that is a flex or something to be proud of. Andrew, stop. Thank you for the roses, and that thank you goes out to D.CNKA. Thank you so much. Right, Jam Bucket. Hey, Shami, you're telling me to stop bringing up the fact that he announced that he unalived pigs? Why should I stop bringing that up, Shami? Huh? Yeah, go ahead, Jam. What can I do for you? Michael, there's nothing funny happening on this live.
Bro, look, I think you need to open your window because you claim that you're a genius here, but you've shut your window, but it's a boiling hot day today.
Yeah, I cannot open my window because my neighbors are in their garden, and if they hear me screaming, I'm going to get a noise complaint. I'm not trying to cause any further friction with a new neighbor that I don't even know yet. Sean and Gal, thank you. Justin, leave me alone. Justin. Sean and Gal, thank you. Sean, can you change your profile picture, please? Because you have my daughter with a piece of...
Your neighbours moved in 2 months ago. Like, why have you not spoken to him yet?
Because I just feel like it's not going to go well. You know, because their probably first question is, hey, buddy, why are you screaming at 2 to 3 a.m.? You know, buddy, why are you randomly screaming? Is everything okay? And then I'm going to have to tell them that I do vegan live streams. And then because I'm so famous, they're probably going to find me. And then they're going to be stream sniping me because they know exactly where I'm located when I'm doing my lives. And who knows what they'll do. Maybe they'll start trying to incentivize reactions by doing things and saying, hey, I'm VK's neighbor. I've just trolled him today by throwing some burgers in his garden. Andrew and Adam, stop.
I don't understand because you've said that your neighbours can afford burgers. They appear to be home at 1 p.m. on a Monday. They also unemployed.
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe they have a situation where, their husband goes to work and the wife and child stay at home. I don't know. I have no idea.
So is everyone on your street unemployed?
I don't know. I mean, most of them are quite elderly people, so I think a lot of them are retired.
Anyway, I was quite interested in your McDonald's video. You remember you went to McDonald's recently?
Justin! Yes, I remember going to McDonald's, Jam Bucket. I only posted the video 14 hours ago. I've completely forgotten. Thank you for reminding me that I went into McDonald's, Jam Bucket.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I was actually hoping if we could speak about it, because I think that, what I assume happened is your mum said you have to go get a job, McDonald's is hiring. And you went in there. That's not really how you get a job done, mate.
Yes, I'm not interested in a McDonald's job, Jam Bucket, thank you.
But, so why did you go into McDonald's?
I went to awaken people to the reality of their decisions.
But, what do you mean awaken? Everyone was already awake there.
Yes, no, they were quite asleep, actually. If you notice, it's a bunch of zombies sitting there eating dead bodies. They were all zoned out. They're all glued to their phones. You know, it's literally a bunch of zombies feasting on dead bodies. They look awake, but trust me, they're asleep. If I went up to one of them and asked them what 8 times 8 is, I guarantee they wouldn't answer the question in 2 seconds. I guarantee it. They're definitely asleep. 64. Right, get that off the screen. Thank you very much, Parmy.
So did you get like a Big Mac while you were there as well?
No, I did not get a Big Mac while I was there. What kind of question is that, Jam?
Well, kill 2. Oh, I can't say that shit. I can't say that saying. Okay, there's a saying in Meat Eater Land called "end 2 birds with 1 stone."
Yes.
You've probably never said it before because obviously it's not a vegan saying. But yeah, you can achieve 2 things at once.
Yes, I know the saying. I'm familiar.
Wait, but you can't be familiar. You're vegan, and it's not vegan.
Yes, I'm familiar with the saying. That doesn't mean I use the saying. It means I'm familiar, which means I know of it. Oh my goodness.
What's the vegan alternative to the saying?
I don't think there is one. Maybe I should make one up. Who knows?
So being vegan reduces your legs.
Hey, maybe we can take out 2 carnivores with 1 stone. Carnivores is in human carnivores.
Okay. So,
hey, Andrew! I'm getting really, really sick of mentioning your name. If you want me to scream your name, why don't you record me screaming it once, and then you can play it to yourself all day and all night. You do not need to continue consistently hearing live previews of me screaming. Anyone on here who gets pleasure out of me screaming, why don't you just record it and then play it back to yourself so you don't have to keep doing it? Have you guys ever considered that?
Don't forget the service.
Have you guys ever considered it would save you money and time to just record me screaming once so you don't have to hear it again and again and again?
I'm interested. Pilgrim, let me know if you've told TheVeganKing your story yet, and I'll get you up because I think your story is... Has Pilgrim told you his story yet?
No, he hasn't.
Oh. If he has a question, please let me know. It's a really cool story. But this is the thing. Oh yeah, don't forget that you used to sell a service where you would scream someone's name for a price. Remember that service?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Please remind me.
Oh, well, you said that, instead of continuously screaming people's names, they could pay you a one-time fee, and you would do it. You would scream
No,
their name.
I offered people a free voice recorder to record it so that they could leave me alone for free. I never charged them to scream their name. Ask
Story about your partner.
I genuinely handed out offers to buy people a free voice recorder so that they could record me scream and then they could leave me the hell alone. I remember that offer vividly. Thank you very much, Gal.
Well, could you are you still doing that service? Because I could use my name being screamed.
I need to put a list together and see who the top offenders are and who it would be viably and financially sensible for me to.
Oh, wait, so you say you have to become a top offender to get this service?
No. I'm saying that I need to see who it actually makes sense for. For example, this guy's sending me a rose now. If he asks me to buy him a voice recorder, I don't need to, because he's not someone that actually causes me to have to scream, where it would make sense for me to need to get them a recorder so that they could have an alternative to me screaming, right? So that doesn't make sense. Whereas if somebody like, let's say, Andrew was to say that he needed a recorder, that makes perfect sense. Because then Andrew would leave me alone because he would have his own voice recording of me screaming. So it needs to make sense, is what I'm saying.
Well, so what do I need to do?
Why can you just leave me alone, Carnivore? You are an example of somebody who needs a voice recorder, Carnivore. Yeah?
So
I will offer you a voice recorder, Carnivore, so that you can record me screaming and you can listen to it yourself and you do not have to come up here and get a live update every time you want to hear a scream, Carnivore. You know what? I'm actually more interested. Why do you guys want a young man to scream your name?
Well, I'll tell you why.
No. Do you not think that's interesting, Jam Bucket, that these men are clearly getting pleasure from hearing another man scream their name? Why is that, guys?
Well, I can tell you.
No. Why is that, guys? Why is that, guys? You don't think that's a bit sus? Huh?
Well, I can use my imagination, you see. Because, I do miss my ex, you see, and she used to scream my name as well. So, if I get a recording of you screaming my name, I can just, use my imagination and see.
She used to scream Jam Bucket?
Part of it, yeah.
Shepherd, stop. Right. Shepherd, stop!
And that's the well, sometimes, let's say 2 a.m, put a blind.
Shepherd!
And yeah. And if you could scream my name, you'd have to be blindfolded, but, it would be useful.
Sorry, what?
You don't have to be blindfolded and on top of me, but if you just scream my name, I can do the rest, if you know what I mean.
What? Wait, why was she blindfolded on top of you?
I believe the position is called cowgirl.
But why did she have to why did she have to cover her eyes?
It makes it more sensational, I believe, because when you...
I think that works when you're on the bottom, not on the top, Jam. I think that's quite concerning if she felt the need to cover her eyes. Do you not think that?
No, because it's still the senses. Once it's taken away, the rest... That's how Daredevil works. But yeah, Gwen, if you could scream my name, I do look like a high...
You know what? I think this conversation's come to a nice conclusion, Jam Bucket. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Right. I'm sorry, Ronnie, what did you just say? Ronnie, what did you just say to me? Ronnie, do you even know the meanings of the words that you are using against me? I'm sorry, what do you mean by that, Ronnie? Ah! Ronnie, what do you mean by that? Ah!
Hey, VK.
Hey, what do you want?
Oh, well, Jam Bucket reminded me of this amazing story.
Yeah, get to the point. Can you make it quick, please, Pilgrim?
Hey, be nice.
No, you be nice, Pilgrim. Yeah, you be nice.
Okay.
You used to be such a nice person supporting me, and now you are just sitting there with the trolls laughing and making jokes and making comments. I've seen the negativity, and I am shocked with you, Pilgrim. I thought you were a man of caliber, substance, integrity, and it seems like all it took was a few trolls to tell you that you should side with them, and off you run along like a child with a bag run along to go and join the other kids instead of staying with the cool people like me. All it took was a bit of peer pressure, Pilgrim, and you left my side and sided with the trolls. I am very disappointed.
In fact, VK, all it took was you. Believe it or not, I actually think you're right. But because you're a misogynist and a bit of an a-hole, that's what turned me.
There is no way, Pilgrim. You are not a dumb person. There is no way that you actually, in your heart, think that I have prejudice towards women. There's no way you actually believe
Wasn't it just last week that you suggested that a young lady was being unreasonable because she was
I asked her,
menstruating?
yes, you're absolutely correct. I asked her if it was that time. Yes, that is absolutely correct. Please tell me
Anyway.
how that is. Please tell me how that is, by definition, misogyny, please.
I want to tell you my story. I'm not getting into debate.
Yes,
with you about
because you know
misogyny.
that I'm right. Anyway,
Blah,
go
blah,
ahead.
blah,
Yeah,
blah,
go ahead.
blah, blah,
Go ahead.
Recently, as I'm nice to animals, my partner was putting out some scraps for the animals. We got some foxes that actually like us. And one of the things we were throwing out to our backyard was an avocado stone. I believe that's the correct term. And by some miracle, by some astronomical odds,
Sage.
she managed to hit a seagull with an avocado stone, completely by accident.
Please, Sage.
And
Sorry. What are you talking? Sage, I'm trying to listen to something. Please, Sage. I'm not in the mood, Sage. I'm just trying to listen to something, Sage. Please! Right, how did an avocado end up in the sky to hit a bird? I'm very confused right now. Why are you laughing?
So we were throwing out some food scraps from the compost and for the animals. And as she tossed the avocado stone out, a seagull swooped past and she managed to hit it. And despite our best efforts, we haven't been able to replicate this since. And I'd forgotten about it, because you never let me up, until Jam mentioned two birds with a stone.
So you accidentally threw a fruit at a bird. UWU, thank you so much for the hearts. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Right, Pilgrim.
That's the whole story, Sage, if you want to
What happened
continue
the bird?
now.
What happened to
Thanks.
the bird? What happened to the birds?
The bird flew away. Their seagulls are very hardy. I just thought it was pretty cool.
Why is it funny?
What are the odds of accidentally hitting a
If
seagull
you
with an
accidentally,
avocado
no,
stone?
if you were
I mean,
Pilgrim.
chat, is there anyone here that has also hit a seagull with an avocado stone? I doubt there isn't.
Pilgrim, if you were walking down the street and you accidentally tripped up a child and they banged their head on the ground and then got up and walked away, would you start laughing?
Probably.
Sorry! But turn off the light! And there we have the problem. Do you see how, like Sherlock Holmes, I have uncovered the issue, the source of the issue? Pilgrim does not have any empathy for those who are less intelligent and more in need. He would laugh at an innocent child being accidentally hurt. So why would he care about an animal if he's fine with a human child being hurt? There we go. We have our answer right there. And this is typically what you'll find, guys, actually, right? When you dig down into the core, when you go into the heart of a non-vegan, right? When you actually analyze them as individuals and you go deep into their subconscious, you realize it's not actually just animals they have a problem with. Some of them don't like humans. Some of them have issues with certain types of humans, certain groups of humans. Some of them would even justify doing horrible things to other humans. And then you realize, hold up, it's not actually just about animals. This person's actually quite corrupt in their heart in general. They're actually quite a bad person in general. They actually would be okay with seeing suffering and pain in front of them, even from their own kind. So if they are not even caring about their own species, why would they care about animals? That's what you start to realize. Because trust me, I've been doing this for a long time. When you actually dig deep into the heart of a human being who doesn't care about animals, like 99% of you on the live don't care about animals, you start to realize that it's not just animals you don't care about. You actually don't care about humans either. And that's why it's hard for you to go vegans, right? That's why it's hard for you to go vegan. Because why would you care about animals when you don't even care about your own humans, right? Some of you don't even care about your own family. You know, some of you don't wish bad upon people in your life. Some of you hate people. You know, some of you wish bad things to happen to people you don't like. If you're wishing negativity and suffering on other humans, why would you care about animals, right? It makes perfect sense. It's just inherently being a bad person. That's why you're not vegan. But anyway, let's move on. Right, let's pick. By the way, I'm not speaking for all of you, by the way, guys. Okay, I know that some of you don't wish bad on other people. Some of you don't hate everyone. I'm not speaking for all of you, but I'm speaking for a large chunk of you. I genuinely am. Yeah. Thank you, Sean. Right, let's have this person on the live. Hey, Ronnie, you don't even know what the word means, Ronnie. Let's not act like you've been in a situation to know what the context of that word even means, Ronnie, okay? You're not fooling anybody, Ronnie. We know you don't know what that means, okay? Right, new guest, your age, please. New guest, your age, please. Hello? I get off this life.
Hello, TheVeganKing. How are you?
Yes, what do you want, Cal?
So, from the videos you made, I actually kind of want to throw away the things in my fridge that aren't vegan.
Seriously?
Yeah, and I was because I'm not very clever on this stuff. I was wondering if I could turn my camera on and you can help me throw away what I should.
No, I do not want to see. You know, actually, yes, let's do it. I first get the bin bag out, and then I want to see you throwing stuff into the bin. And if you'd like, I'd actually like to record this so that all the people that say, "Hey, VK."
I don't really have a bin, but I have this old well, it's kind of like a bin. So.
Well, put it on the floor so that people know it's a bin, please. Fantastic.
Like that. Well,
Yes.
it doesn't really stand up, but you get the gist.
Yeah, you can hang it on the bottom fridge rail, can't you?
Let me try. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, that works.
See,
That
I'm
works.
smart, aren't I, Gal?
Yes, you're very smart.
I come out with solutions within a second of seeing a problem. That's the kind of intellect that you unlock as a vegan, by the way, guys. That's
Okay,
the kind
so,
of intellect. That's the kind of intellect that you can access as a vegan. Yeah, just start throwing it in there, please. I do not want to see the names and the disgusting abuse. Throw it away. Throw it
But
away.
this is my mom's.
Throw it away. If it doesn't say vegan, throw it away.
Well, it's my mom's.
Throw it away.
All right.
The rest. The rest. No. Tell your mom not to get involved.
Put my stuff back into the fridge.
Tell her not to get involved. I want it all in the bin now. Before she stops you, throw it in the bin. Right, tell your mother to be quiet while you throw it away. Hurry up. Grab handfuls and stuff. Throw it away. Right, Miss. Right. Mrs. Gal, this is not the time to intervene. Your son is finally awakening to the
What
cruelty
about-
and the
what about
harm
this?
that he is
Wait, what's
causing.
in
It is
here?
time that your son awakens to the reality and he's going to throw it away. I don't want to see it. Throw it away!
Okay. What's this? Okay, bye.
Hurry up!
What is this? Why is egg leaking? What was this? Is this vegan? This is
I
potato
don't
salad.
need to see everything. Just throw it away.
It's potato salad. Is this vegan?
I don't need to read and see it. Just throw it.
Is it vegan?
No, throw it away.
But it's potato salad. Isn't potatoes vegan?
Okay, leave it. Just throw the rest. I want
we got a
anything
ton of
dairy
butter.
or meat related in there. Throw it. I don't need to read it. Just throw it. Just put it in the pot.